Belize to amend legislation to restore its claim to all of its maritime territory. And in sport, Shea Hope identified as key to the West Indies batting lineup in the future. I'm Ricardo Roberts, and this is Caribbean in 10 for Friday, May 10th, 2019. I'll be back with the details after the break. The Belize government is preparing to amend the Maritime Areas Act, the MAA, to restore the country's claim to all its maritime territory. Prime Minister Dean Barrow made the announcement yesterday as he outlined the next steps to be taken after citizens voted to take the border dispute with Guatemala to the International Court of Justice, the ICJ. He said that following approval by Cabinet, the amendments are expected to be taken to the House of Representatives in the next few weeks, and he's expecting the opposition's support.
I don't think there should be any problem. I believe that there is agreement that, in fact, this is the way to go. Since the passage of the Maritime Areas Act was done for a specific purpose, to aid in the negotiating process that at the time was ongoing with Guatemala. Now that it is clear that we are going to court, there is no need for the MAA to continue in existence.
In other news, the St. Kitts and Nevis government has tabled legislation that would allow for a no-confidence motion to be debated within 21 days of being taken before Parliament. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris told legislators yesterday the motion of no confidence bill 2019 is the first step by his administration to ensure there's no long delay in debating such a motion against the government. Back in December 2012, the then opposition leader Mark Brantley had filed a motion of no confidence in the Denzel Douglas-led administration. After years of the motion not being debated, the opposition took the matter to court, and in November 2017, a judge ruled in its favor. Over in the Cayman Islands, opposition leader Izard Miller says once he vacates his post at the end of the month, he is washing his hands of all the other official opposition members. He said his focus is now on getting his political party, the Cayman Islands People's Alliance, off the ground. Miller announced his resignation on May 1st, claiming that there was a lack of cohesion in the opposition group, and he says he has no more interest in building anything with them.
I've tried. I've given that 150%. Right? I am satisfied that I spent an inordinate amount of time trying to keep that group together.
Less than normal rainfall in Jamaica is creating drought conditions across the island, and the island's Met Service says things are not expected to improve anytime soon. We get more in this TVJ News report.
It's been a rainy day in sections of the corporate area on Thursday, but not enough to impact water storage facilities currently running low of the commodity. This is what the Mona Reservoir looked like in early 2018, but now the water level has fallen below 30%. It's a similar situation at the Hermitage Dam. Head of the Met Service, Evan Thompson, says the situation is not likely to improve anytime soon, as forecast rainfall in May is not expected to be enough to ease the drought.
However, the projection for the rest of the month is that we will get near normal rainfall. So we are still expecting some rain, but the mere fact that we have been experiencing a deficit over the past few months, going into May with just normal rainfall might not be sufficient to take us through the summer months.
With higher than normal temperatures predicted for the summer months, it's expected that the water shortage will continue. It's a situation which is further compounded by the road constructions underway in sections of the corporate area.
The quicker we get done with that kind of work, the better it would be as we move forward, especially because, as I said, we are looking for extremely or higher than normal temperatures.
Mr. Thompson says the uncertain rainfall is most concerning, along with the high temperatures this summer. He indicates that heat strokes are possible.
And stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
Grammy awardee and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee James Jimmy Cliff Chambers, OM, had more accolades bestowed on him with the renaming of Gluckester Avenue in Montego Bay, St. James, to Jimmy Cliff Boulevard in his honor. The mayor of Montego Bay, Homer Davis, spoke at the occasion, saying there is no question regarding Jimmy Cliff's international appeal.
And I know you stay in your community and you show your community love.
Most definitely.
And there's another rap artist who said that it's crazy and sad that people outside of your community, they show you more love than people that are in your community.
Right.
I know Miami, we show you some love.
Oh, no, my city show love, you know, regardless of what anything goes down, any comment. One thing, if I go to a show, I guarantee you I'm going to rock out harder than anyone that's around right now.
Yeah.
That's how I move.
West Indies interim head coach Floyd Reefer says Shea Hope will be one of the keys to the Caribbean side's batting in the future. His comments follow the right-handers' back-to-back hundreds in the ongoing Tri-Nations series. Hope stroked 170 in the last Sunday's opener against Ireland in the world record 365-run opening stand with John Campbell before hitting 109 against Bangladesh in the second game on Tuesday, which West Indies lost by 8 wickets. Now, Reefer said what made Hope so important to the Windies lineup was his ability to dictate the pace of the innings while also batting deep. Hope batted nearly 48 hours against Ireland and 42 against Bangladesh. He also kept the score ticking over throughout his innings with the use of the strike rotation. Reefer pointed out that Hope's patience in both innings had eventually paid dividends for the side. West Indies face Ireland against Ireland tomorrow in their third match. The series is their final audition before the ICC World Cup bowls off on May 30. And Guyana's Director of Sport is expecting better performance from athletes as the South American Caribbean nation prepares to host the CaribVision Games in 2021. Christopher Jones explained why he believes that will be in this HGP Sport report.
Set to host the CaribVision Games in 2021, another synthetic track in the Asian county and the third in the mining town of Linden are set to be unveiled later this year. According to Director of Sport Christopher Jones, this is the time Guyana will take off in the world of athletics.
We continue to increase in terms of our medal count, and if you wanted to diverge away from track and field, if you look at almost all aspects of sport, Guyana yearly is progressing. But I suspect in 2021, with the hosting of the CaribVision Games, Guyana, in terms of track and field, will take off thereafter.
And that's Caribbean in 10. Join us again at 6:30 for Caribbean Newsline. Good afternoon.